The parents of a 5-year-old girl were forced to watch her die in agony as they say their increasingly desperate attempts to get help from the Nyeri County Referral Hospital came to nothing. The family says the girl, who suffers from nephrotic syndrome, spent 24 hours at the facility without getting the emergency treatment she needed to save her life. NTV's Melita Oletenges reports that this comes just days after NTV highlighted the worsening conditions inside that ailing hospital.
On Tuesday at around 7 p.m, Jack, not his real name, says that he and his wife noticed that the condition of their 5-year-old daughter, who was diagnosed with nephrotic syndrome at 3 years old, had deteriorated. They rushed the girl to the Nyeri County Referral Hospital for emergency treatment that turned into a nightmare.
Sasa huyu ambaye tuleta ambaye ni daktari ikabidi apigie mwingine aongee na mkubwa labda wao akuje asaidie. Hakuna, wote wakawa wakulive wote.
For the next 3 hours, the parents of the child say they sat helplessly waiting for a doctor while their child's condition worsened and no treatment had been administered. Jack, who was now desperate and frustrated, even sought for help in all means possible, even on his social media platforms. According to Jack, it took another 3 hours to admit the girl in the already congested wards at the hospital.
Tukaambiwa sasa kesho tutachukua damu yake tuende tupime tujue shida nini. Nikauliza mbona msipimie hapa kwa hospitali, na hii ni hospitali ya serikali. Akasema hii mashini ya hapa haifanyi kazi, iko slow sana, hii tunaprefer mtu aende nje.
The clock hands did their rounds, 3 p.m. the next day, and still no emergency treatment administered. Blood samples were allegedly taken and test results indicated that the girl needed blood and medicine that would cost 40,000 shillings. The family says they rushed to raise funds and brought the medicine, but at around 7 o'clock, Jack's wife broke the sad news to him.
Wife akapiga simu, akaniambia sasa mtoto ameaga na ile dawa ulinunua haikuwekwa, damu haijawekwa, na daktari amepigiwa simu akasema ako kwa bafu anaoga, akimaliza atakuja. Ile service ninaona inapeanwa mzuri Nyeri Referral ni mochari, very clean, good service, mwenye anasimamia huko wako vizuri sana.
This is just one of the many unfortunate cases of patients who seek medical services at the hospital in vain. Last week, NTV highlighted the influx at the hospital that has led to patients sharing beds, neglect by the hospital personnel, as well as patients being turned away and even given appointments that are up to a year away. Fresh footage obtained by NTV indicates that little has been done to address the wanting situation.
It is very sorry, and we want the county government to act with the utmost respect to the patients and to mind the welfare of the people. Because when you're telling a patient to go home, not unless you are signing the death certificate.
By the time of airing this story, our efforts to reach the hospital administration for comment were futile as our calls and messages went unanswered. Melita Oletenges, NTV, Nyeri.